This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org.
Hello everyone! Kirby Volt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. I apologize if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I did shopping slash exercise, because if you see the way that I do shopping, I book it. Right before recording this, so I apologize for that in advance. I wanted to get to recording, and in the last log, goodness, I don't recall what we did. I wish I had Link's arm right now so that I could recall the previous log to get us up to date. But it looks like we're just going to go straight for a combat shrine for the beginning of this log. And I am now wondering if this particular shrine I should have done earlier. Because this looks like a tutorial shrine, and oopsie daisies. Definitely missed that. Okay, yeah, okay, just use the bow. I got it. No problem. I know how to use the bow. Thank you, game. Okay, I hit it. I don't mind these shrines overall. I just wish that it's hard to say, because in a game like this where you have free range for the most part, I get where this is positioned. I want to say this is positioned close to where you would have landed after you had done the Great Sky Islands. So this is close to Lookout Landing in a sense. So by that logic, yeah, you should have done this one earlier, but I don't think many people would have. I think it would have been more integral if, like, see, the problem really becomes is that you don't want to lock players out of things either. So, because again, I don't think these shrines are terrible. I think like they're easy. They're pretty. They give you materials like arrows and stuff, so that's not a bad deal overall. Just seems kind of silly. Especially when we're this far in the game. Well, I say we're this far in the game, but we're not even halfway done with the logs yet. So, who am I to judge? Well, we can get rid of that, because that's almost broken. And it really, it's that balance. Do you do hand holding this, or do you just say go wild, and then later you might find a tutorial that you didn't know about? Because I guess in fairness, some of these shrines will reteach you things that maybe you didn't think about. I use the bow a lot. We have Tulin. I am constantly thinking about using the bow, so that's not going to happen. But also, okay, now I recall, this shrine is meant to be the warp spot to this stable, and we just didn't do it for the longest time. So in fairness, I should have gone to that shrine a long time ago. But also, you can still do them in any order you want, so... Where Flower go? Where it go? Is it on Mushroom Rock? Lily Pad Rock? That guy wants to go reach his friends. We're not going to worry about that. Is it over here? Is it on the stable? Or I don't think this is going to work, but we can sure as heck try. I'm going to climb up at a... Woof. Woof. Violin came in a bit loud there, but very good, very good. I do love some good string playing. Well, some good brass playing, too. What about the woodwinds? Are flutes really made of wood? I mean, technically, saxophones are also considered woodwinds because they use the wood reed, like a clarinet. But saxophones, like, They're made of a metallic substance for the most part. Why are they called woodwinds anyways? What? Oh, this is just a bird's nest. Okay. Well, we lost the flower. Unless we didn't, and I'm just not thinking hard enough. My little guy, my doggy, came down. He jumped off my bed and said, "Hey, I think I know where the flower is." Unfortunately, Ollie, I don't think you know where the flower is. No, you don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't think you know what I'm talking about right now, do you? No. I love you though. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. I like that I talk about my dogs in these logs sometimes. I love them. And it's good for preservation, for, you know, if I ever go back and watch these a decade later, I can just always know the love I had in my heart for these good boys. Anyways, we're giving up on the flower. Because forget that, I guess. Meanwhile, I got my phone out because I'm curious now. I want to look up woodwinds. And, how did it get its name? Okay, Woodwinds is also the name of a hospital around here, apparently, so that's interesting. Woodwind instruments. We'll go to Wikipedia. Now, don't use Wikipedia as a source, but it is good for getting a recap of information that is hopefully sourced from very good sources. Sometimes it's not. And also, I'm sure sourced from very good sources is an extremely stupid sentence to say, but I did it anyways. Okay, well, they're part of the wind instruments, which... brass also? Okay, now I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Ah, we found it. Oh, I guess brass isn't a wood instrument? I don't know. Oh, okay, so there's two types of woodwinds. Flutes and reed instruments. How the heck did flutes get classified in there? They're made of, well, I guess modern day flutes are made of, you know, metal. Let's just check on flutes here. Oh, right. You know, when I think of the flute, I think of the flute you see at concert halls and all that stuff. Oh, hey, there's a geoglyph there. Is that the next one we need? Don't think it's the next one we need. Also, there's a shrine all the way over there. So to answer my own question for being dumb, remember what my second favorite game of 2022 was? That's right, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. You know what's featured in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? That's right, flutes. You know what those flutes are made out of? They're made out of wood. Presumably. I don't know what weird material they use, but I believe the flutes they made to get the right sound because they weren't... I love the little factoid of Xenoblade 3 that they couldn't get the right flute sound that they wanted, so they literally just up and made real-life versions of these fictional fruits? Say it One Piece. Of these fictional flutes that they had put into their game, and they just went, okay, this is the right sound now. Okay, I'm just stamping it here to make sure I give it the right stamp. Because, yeah, I don't know if this is if we should go here yet. Okay, good on you, pass me. So, yeah, the flute can be wood, and I'm thinking now, like, piccolo, and isn't piccolo a reed instrument? Maybe it's not. The recorder is apparently a type of flute based on the image I was looking at. I didn't read the article that well. I look at pictures really quickly. The cord is made of plastic nowadays, I think. Oh, hey! I'm just gonna ignore Impa and Kato over there. I am gonna get this Korok. I'm not gonna do the memory, but I'm gonna get the Korok. Yahaha. Bum bang. I should have timed the oof too. Yeah, it was a geoglyph. Do you ever feel that Impa might feel like... Okay, no, do you ever think that Impa might be like, hey, here's two of my best friends from when I was a teenager / young adult, and here's my sister, and they're all younger than me now. And you think that, like, messes with her psyche? Or do you think that she's just, like, so, like, hard, like... hard's the wrong word to use. She's so, like, stone focused on her duties now that it just doesn't bother her. Because, I mean, that's, like, cool that she's lived for... Oh, that's just their donkey that they left down here for some reason. So, it's great that her friends came back, but, like, it's gotta mess with you a little bit. I don't know. Like, if you lived for, let's say, I don't know, 30 years, and then you met with a friend and, like, they hadn't changed since you last saw them on your last day of college... That can mess with you, I think. I mean, it probably messes with them, too. So, I mean, Link, Zelda, and Impa, and Purah, well, okay. No, Purah's doing her own thing. We don't need to worry about that. But Link and Zelda, for sure, probably weirded out by it. But still, just overall, it seems kind of nuts on both sides. So, time dilation is such a weird thing. And they made it a plot point of the Buzz Lightyear spin-off movie that they did in whatever year that came out. I never saw it. Didn't really care to. Anyways, there is just a simple wall here. Fight each other. Let them fight. I don't want to fight either of you guys. I want you guys to kill each other. Well, I do right now. Past me has other ideas, I guess. Hello, I don't... What did I even... Oh, a bow. Hello, have I seen your picture? Do I have your picture? May I take your picture? Fuzzy Pickles! Yeah, well, these Zonai constructs would easily clear the... Moblin Bokoblin forces right now. So I guess it's good we're intervening on both sides. Interfering? What does that even mean? Interfering. Oh. Aracuda's still trying its best. Do I have your picture? I'm frozen. Like in a picture. Okay, well, I want that. Did I get that? No, I did not. Well, I want a picture of the weapon. Thank you. Alright, also, hello. What's going on? You got a weird shield right there. I think it does cover a wide range. Alright. And we'll just get our spoils now. Yeah, we want those. Those are good. Oh, Aracuda. I don't know why I keep putting an L in there unnecessarily. Sorry, Tulin. Don't need your help right now. But later, probably. I mean, most likely, Tulin's still probably the most helpful member of our squad right now. Also, there's Appy. There's Unobo. Where'd he go? Sidon's like, always like, I'll be by your side. And then Unobo's just like, I'm catching up. It's like, Unobo, you're like the fastest on the ground of all of us. I saw a neat rock over there. That's great, Unobo. Thank you for sharing. I still like my, I guess, headcanon that all of the characters that have the astral projected sage spirits that are following us, they can basically see it like a live stream of what's going on here. And so they all get to react to Link via me controlling him doing weird stuff that makes no sense. What? Oh, hi! When did you get here? Anyways, I don't care. Bye. Do like this song, though. It is a good song. Let's take a picture of planks. Gonna build a boat now. That part wasn't to the tune. Actually, don't know the tune. That's not gonna work. That's stupid. That's stupid. That won't work, stupid. There we go. And now we'll just take a nice stroll down the river. Or not. You know what? There's no need. It already goes this way. I already have a picture of the bloopy. Just checking. Alright, well, just gonna mosey on down. Okay, there we go. I mean, we have the Zora armor. I don't know why we're not using that. It's because I like these pants more. I like the silly balloon light pants. I think they're the best pants in the game. Okay? Alright, Tamia River downstream cave. Oh, hello. You're a blue horrible guy. And that's a yellow horrible guy. So many colors. Oh, sorry. I was about to start, and then a yawn came through, and then I couldn't actually... So I cut myself off by doing basic necessities of living. But I was more just going to say, so why are the Horriblins hanging out here in this place that has water on the base of it where they can drown because Moblins and Bokoblins can't swim? I question sometimes Ganon / whoever the bad guy is of this game. You have questionable tastes in henchman design. And I'm pretty sure you made them. I don't think they're like wild creatures you control. I think you just like straight up made them. So, giving them water as a weakness seems pretty counterintuitive when water is in a lot of places. I don't know about Hyrule, but I'll tell you what, if it was on regular Earth from reality, planet's 70% water. The Moblins, they don't stand a chance. They're gonna die immediately. Now you see what Ganon / whatever bad guy this game has should have done is they should have made gremlins. You get gremlins in water and they reproduce like crazy. Now there's an unstoppable force right there. If only Ganon had the foresight to get a Mogwai and then make gremlins. Then again, I don't know how time works in Hyrule, so I can't really tell you when after midnight is. After midnight is also just a subjective term in the first place. That's why the second Gremlins movie made fun of it. What? Oh, well. I mean, I'll give you this. You do have these, and these things are absolutely horrible. They're pretty terrifying. I gotta admit. And they're not as easy to kill, and I'm pretty sure they can survive in water. Alright, and they saw me. All right, oh, no. Let's not do that. Let's not waste that. Just, I mean, if you know the strat to get rid of them, it works, but typically, I mean, if they got close, if they get close enough to this ledge, they can still grab me. So, they are still terrifying in their own sense. Also, they produce Ganon. Hey, buddy. So, about your workforce. Oh, you got a sword. That's cool. Ow. I don't like that part, though. So, about your workforce, buddy. First off, why pigs? They're all pig-like creatures, for the most part. And don't get me wrong, I love Tomba. I love the Coma pigs. I know technically that came after the first time you ever made pigs, but it came before this game, so we're gonna just assume that you're following in their footsteps right now. But you know, pigs, they're kind of funny. But more importantly, why do they die in water? Like, that seems like a huge design flaw, my dude. Oh, you're not the real Ganon? You're just like one of the VPs of Ganonness? Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Well then, like most corporations, you probably have too many VPs. So I'm gonna do you a favor, alright? I'm gonna just, not have make sure my boomerang comes back to me. I'm just keep throwing this at you. I'm gonna throw you a bone. Like, you have all the time in the world right now to retire. You don't need the paycheck you're making right now. Let's be fair. Your CEO probably makes way too much money as it is. And yeah, okay, yeah. So, you know, I'm doing you a favor here. I am making sure that your workforce has good compensation, okay? With you out of the picture, there is now more money to hopefully funnel down to the actual people who are doing the brunt of your work. But I'm sure what you're actually going to do is that you're just going to funnel that all up to the CEO instead. Typical corporation behavior. Ganon, I thought you were better than this. Why did I drop the bow? Oh, because there's a demon bow. What am I doing? Okay. That boomerang helped. I don't know why we're getting rid of it. Oh, sorry for the yawn there. My golly gosh. Got some lizards. And we got a lot of Bright Bloom seeds. Yeah, and an arrow. I don't know when that arrow got here, but we have it now. I think that was shot from Phantom Ganon himself? Hey, Yunobo, I got a job for you. I am so glad I don't have to waste bombs anymore for these. Thank you, Yunobo. And in here we have a prize. What do we get? The Phantom Armor. Well, isn't that lovely? We got Phantom Armor from the Phantom Ganon. Now, not sure why he was hoarding armor that he's not using. Not to mention, those phantoms, that phantom armor can easily get possessed by someone of pure hearts. So probably not the best thing to try to hide anyways. Probably not the best thing you want to use because, you know, you put that on and then, let's say, Zelda as a ghosty girl comes over. Bye-bye. You're not having, you're no longer in control of your body. Zelda is. Please play Spirit Tracks. It's very good. Honestly, you know, actually, both Zelda DS games, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, I could see them remaking in a style similar to the Link's Awakening remake or A Link Between Worlds. Because in actuality, yeah, that game uses the touchscreen, but you could easily make that into button controls. It's still technically a top-down Zelda. And Nintendo's track record of, you know, preserving their games ain't the greatest. So I'm sure, as much as I say, please play Spirit Tracks, you're probably going to go, I don't have the console it's for. Also, where do I find the copy? So, best I can do is remake them. That doesn't solve the problem, because it's probably... It would just be cheaper if you just buy the older game, I would think. But at the very least, then, we have an updated version, because the DS... Wait, what? Where the heck are we? Freezing? I can see that. Alright, let's get some, there we go. That works somehow. Oh, it was like, okay, that cave goes quite a ways, and I'm very surprised that it lets us go all the way up here. Holy cow. But yeah, those DS games, they're very good, but they are dated because they tried to be 3D on the DS, and the DS, while a very powerful system in its own rights, definitely doesn't make the greatest 3D assets. Like, it was using the Toon Zelda style, which is still one of my favorite styles in general, and it still looks rough. If you can't make at least Wind Waker level quality stuff on that system, you probably shouldn't have been doing it in 3D. Still fun, though. Phantom Hourglass I'm kind of more mixed on. Phantom Hourglass is still a good game in its own right, but I definitely think Spirit Tracks is the better of the two. Spirit Tracks is in my top 5, and Phantom Hourglass is not. That's all you need to know. So I guess we're going to explore this mountain range now. Maybe we can find a tower to get this on our map, because we're in no-map territory here. And no-map territory can be a little scary. Only a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. A lot of it. I don't think anyone would ever say that ever, but, you know, I said it now. So here we are. You know, snow, we have to trudge through it. We need some special kind of pants and or boots. And, thanks, Yunobo? So, Yunobo's great until he's right next to you and you want to pick something up, and then he destroys everything, and you're like, oh, well, I guess that can happen. Yeah, the... Right, Frost Talus. Yay! Are we gonna fight the Talus? Oh. I wasn't very on the... Oh. Guess we're gonna fight it, and I'm not singing really close to the actuality. Melody. Yeah, you know. Well, I guess medley, but medley's a different word entirely. Kill it, we're gonna kill it. Let's do it. I also just, it uses steel drums. Steel drums I don't think are, wait, no, they're real instruments, right? Alright, back to checking my phone again. But it uses steel drums in the song, and steel drums are just some of the, like, they're extremely... Oh my goodness gracious, holy... Okay, well, yeah, eat some food. Eat some food. Yeah, that's a good idea. Cold resistance, good idea. Okay, well, with the cold resistance, we can put on some better armor. There we go. But yeah, steel drums, like, they have... That didn't help much! Alright! Okay, but they... So, anyways, my point. Steel drums. They're using the song. And typically, they give you this tropical kind of feel because a lot of tropical music uses steel drums for some reason. I don't know why. But I still find them a very funny instrument because it just makes the sound just like, oh, like, how does that sound work? They're just really cool. And I like them a lot. And I like that this uses steel drums in the song for some reason. Definitely in a place you wouldn't expect, because again, yeah, you mostly would associate them with tropical music. Why tropical music? I don't know. Maybe this Wikipedia entry I just looked up would look like. Okay, it's technically called a steel pan, but people call it steel drums sometimes. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's a drum, but how it works is that it's like okay. So think of it this way. I'm sorry. I know we're surfing on the snow and everything, and that's great. Or I guess snowboarding, but you know what I mean. So a drum, you have the bottom of the drum, the top of the drum, and then the cylinder that goes around. And for a typical drum, you strike the top of it so that the middle inside of it basically creates noise through vibration or through force, I guess. So that causes it to make the percussion noise. But a steel drum, instead of having the top and the bottom, you still have that cylinder side, but it concaves into the cylinder. So now it's this, it has this kind of half circle inside, or half cylinder, or half sphere inside the cylinder, and from what it looks like, every part of the sphere inside the cylinder is segmented, and those are all different notes, and that's how it works. I didn't know that, so that's really cool. Also really cool is there's a tower right here, so we're gonna get this map. Unless this tower has problems, which, knowing how these have been, it probably has problems. Sorry, I'm gonna look more on the steel drums. This is really fascinating. They first came about in the 1880s. All right, like, it's such a weird, because the sound itself sounds so modern, even though by modern standards I'm like, I heard this in the 90s when it was used a lot in like video games, because I think video games where you could easily create a similar type of sound using the sound chips within game consoles. Is this just a freebie? No, that's on the fritz. Okay, well, we'll have to figure this out. Okay, I want to look at the construction here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, can you... Oh, well, I can fix the elevator probably, maybe.
Oh.
Okay, that's easy. I can do that. That's not a problem whatsoever. Also, why the heck are you here? Addison, I know there's a tower here, but there is no road going up here. There is no reason for you to be here, Addison. Go home, Addison. I don't know where you live, actually. I don't think you even live in Terrytown. For right now, though, we're gonna meet our friend the Satori. I want to see its eyes. There they are. Okay. Honestly, it looks nothing like him, but every time I see the Satori, it just makes me think, that's Iwata right there. That's Satoru Iwata. Satoru Iwata. Oh. Gosh. Almost been 9 years since his passing. And he was what? 55? 60? Something around that. Gosh, just too young. Reminds me that, as of this recording, another legendary Japanese figure passed away, and they were only 68s. And I know that as you get older, it gets harder to recover from things, but still, to me, you're not old until you're in your mid-90s. I truly think that. I don't think you're super old until you finally have hit, or you're nearly 100. And honestly, I would love for a world where 100 is still seen as young. I know it's not feasible, and I know for many good reasons we probably shouldn't have that as a desire, but I don't know. I think of a lot of good people and a lot of impactful people and a lot of amazing people, either personally or... Well, I got you up. Personally or publicly, and it's just like, you know... There are, in fact, not good people in the world. It's an unfortunate truth that's super hard to deal with because you want to believe in the good of everyone. But some of those not good people are still alive. And I don't mean this in a completely nasty way, so I apologize if it comes off as such. But for those nasty people still alive, you have to wonder, like, why do they get to continue to live on? And these good people, these people who have really dedicated their lives to making a difference, they get taken so young. That just doesn't seem fair. I have one more thing to say on the subject, but I want to first do the launch. Bomb. And also, this is perfect. This is at sunset. This is just an ideal view of the landscape. Yeah, we can't see much, actually, but still, it looks gorgeous. I love the orange tint in the sky. Just perfect. Alright. We now have the Gerudo Desert unlocked as part of our map. Which is hilarious because where we started was a mountain range that is not part of the Gerudo Desert when we were exploring here. Time to soar through the sky. Oh, it's not going to do the diving music. Well, what? Oh, there it is. See, I had one more thing to say on that previous subject I was talking about, but now I forgot what it was. Oh, right. I know what I was going to say. I can answer my own question as to why the quote-unquote people, the quote-unquote bad people, continue to live for so long, and that's because they have more of a sense of self-preservation because they're selfish, and they don't care to help others, typically. It's people, it tends to be, at least from what I've seen, people who go out of their way to care for others, they exhaust themselves to the point of that's what happens. In the case of Mr. Iwata, he was so, like, I don't know the full story, I never knew the guy personally, but it seems like he was so gung-ho on trying to get Nintendo back up and running because of how badly the Wii U did, that he just neglected his own health. And that's not a good thing to do either, mind you, but from his perspective, when you think about what he was doing, he wasn't just looking out for the company. He was looking out for the employees, saying, hey, these people worked hard on this. It's not their fault this is failing. It's my fault as a president for saying that this didn't work as I thought it would. And I shouldn't throw them under the bus because my thought process failed here. I feel like that's what he was doing. And I also know that there's also a very... that seems to be it's not a mindset that is usually typically found in the Americas, at the very least. So it's always just sad to like think about it and stuff like that. I know I'm very I'm very discombobulated now in what I'm talking about, but still, it sucks. I would have rather that he and the recent passing of Akira Toriyama, I would have rather they sticked around for a few more decades. They had so much more to do. They had so much more to offer. And I'm not saying that, like, selfishly, like, oh, I want them to do more stuff. It's more like, I know that their personalities, they want to give so much more to the world. And it's a shame that we were denied that. When we have a lot of people who definitely don't care to give things to the world. But, oh well. That is the unfortunate truth of life. Hopefully one day, it won't be a truth. Hopefully it'll just be an outlier. But for those of you who know of great people that still do amazing things or are still alive, give them your support. And if you are able, help others out as much as you can. I think that's the most important thing you can do as a human being. Anywho's, that got very heavy, sorry. I think what we're going to do at this point, we're just going to go check out the dispenser here, see what it has to offer, and we might be done with the log. I know we still have about 3.5 minutes left. But I don't know what task we decide to get up to. I'm sure... Oh! Well, there's a star down there. There's a star fragment. I know we marked the shrine, but aren't doing it because I knew I was running low on time for this, so I didn't want to do the shrine at that point. But I just don't know what I used the other 3 minutes for. Alright, so what we got? We have... steering stick, mirror, beam emitter, stake. Great, we can just have those now. All right, and then is that everything? I think sled was in there too. I think, unless this is giving more than 4. Oh, it's giving 5, so okay. But also, we also get the beam emitter too, so we got everything in that first run, but might as well get a few extras just to be safe. Alright, so we're gonna go out to that star fragment, I think. Because star fragments are awesome. And they help us upgrade stuff that I don't typically upgrade that often. Also, I think there's a... Yeah, there's a guy over there. Hi, guy. How's it going? Don't think we have time to fight you. But you have a nice place for me to land on for the moment. So that way I can land here and then jump off again with full stamina. Oh, you also have platforms here. Whee! The platforms have balloons. Let's take some of these fruits here. There's another Shrine of Light nearby? Interesting. Alright. Star fragment. Here we go! Oh my gosh, I know where this is. We actually really didn't need to dive here, but it's fine. That should be by the last great fairy that we reawakened. So we could have just used the shrine here. But I think I'm also paranoid that if I teleport when I'm looking at a star fragment, it's going to go away. So I just tend to stick by where the star fragment is. Anywho's, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't have to, you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. Thanks again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, highly recommend you do. There's a lot to do, and you can just kind of mess around and have a fun time. Most importantly, though, of course, I wish you all a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all in the next one for when we go tackle this shrine that we just unlocked. Until then, ciao.